on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at MasterVitoHyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
A proud supporter of Utica City FC, Bag Square Brewing Company offers a wide range of German and American-style food and beer in a community space to enjoy with friends and family. Bag Square is the host to some great Utica City FC events and one of our favorite spots to catch road games. Located in the historic Bag Square District, visit Bag Square Brewing at 330 Main Street or learn more at bagsquarebrewing.com.
What's your story? What moments make life an adventure? Community is where memories happen. At Bank of Utica, enriching our community for current and future generations has been part of our mission since 1927. By supporting local, community-focused organizations, we work together to open doors to education, the arts, and meaningful career paths. Making stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
Cesar Correa. Six, Ian Bennett. Also in the midfield, number 80, Alex Sanchez. At forward, number 24, Max Ferdinand.
blue turf painted red for the weekend as Utica City FC trades in the blue and white crest for the symbol of food here in central New York. It's Utica Riggy weekend as Utica City FC undergoes the rebrand just like they did last year and dons the red and white. But the jerseys are a little bit different this year. You'll get a look at them in a few moments. The opponent on the other side, it's the Milwaukee Wave, riding a 4-game win streak in a game against Tacoma in which tempers flared at the end of it. Two teams that know each other really well, two coaches that know each other extremely well on the benches today. But it's rebrand weekend and a chance for the Utica Riggies to get off on the right foot. Last year in this matchup, the Utica Riggies, for the first time in Riggy history, fell in overtime to the Texas Outlaws. A chance this year to make things right in central New York. It's a Utica Riggy side that's coming off of 3 consecutive losses, all of them to the Baltimore Blast, and now Utica sitting 3-3-1 on the season with 10 points, enough to put them 7th in the MASL, just squeaking into the playoff positions. On the other side, Milwaukee riding that 4-game win streak, 7-1 on the season, 19 points, enough for 4th in the league. A lot to play for tonight, and it may not seem like it's so early in the season, but this weekend big for playoff implications. If you can pull away with 6 points against another team that's right there fighting for those playoff spots, could lead a long way come the end of the season if you're looking to host a playoff series. Utica welcomes back star Kelvin Oliveira as he returns from his trip to Italy, and a successful one at that. Oliveira, a star for the Brazil Kings World Cup of Nations side that won the entire tournament, a final that was played at the Allianz Arena in front of tens of thousands of fans, and Oliveira was the star of the entire tournament. Every match he played and he won the MVP, and every match he played and he scored a goal, if not multiple. 19 goals in the Kings World Cup of Nations for Kelvin Oliveira, and he's back now in the Utica City side today, and boy, do they need him. Utica was without offense, without star Kelvin Oliveira, who had 4 back-to-back hat tricks to kick off this 2024-25 rookie season. And now he's back after missing the last 3 matchups, all of them against the Blast. Oliveira gets his chance to take on the Milwaukee Wave. The starters for Milwaukee. In net, it's William Banahene, an all-star game selection. Surrounding him, Mario Alvarez, another all-star game selection. You'll hear a lot of that tonight. 11 all-stars if you include Coach Everton Morera between the sides. Now let's take a look at the Utica City lineup for today. We'll send it down to the PA announcer.
Starting with tonight's reserves, number 3, Gordy Gerson. Number 4, Keaton Woods. Number 7, Gio Alves. Number 9, Kelvin Oliveira. Number 10, Milton De Andrade. Number 14, Isaac Somo. Number 16, Jace Berger. Number 33, Junior Penal. Number 42, Babukar Cisse. And number 78, Nelson Santana. And now, MVHS, official healthcare provider of your Utica Riggies, presents your starting lineup. On defense, number 23, Logan Roberts. Also on defense, number 30, Juan Olava. In the midfield, your captain, number 19, Nate Bordeaux. At forward, number 11, Ronaldinho. Also at forward, number 28, Vinny Dantas. And in goal, number 22, Andrew Coughlin. Tonight's team doctor is Trent Williams, and the head coach of your Utica Riggies is Everton Moneta. Fans, on Wednesday, February 12th, Utica City FC and the Adirondack Bank Center will play host to the 2025 Major Arena Soccer League All-Star Game. This event will showcase the best and brightest of the MASL and will be a celebration of our amazing game. Tonight's game features 11 players and staff that have been chosen to participate in the MASL All-Star Game by a combination of players, coaches, members of the media, league staff, and you, the fans. At this time, we'd now like to recognize these individuals on this outstanding achievement. First, we recognize the MASL All-Star representatives from the Milwaukee Wave. A defender, number 10, Mario Alvarez. A forward, number 26, Ian Bennett. A goalkeeper, number 33, William Banaheny. And a forward, number 80, Alex Sanchez. We congratulate the All-Star representatives from the Milwaukee Wave. And now we recognize the All-Stars representing your Utica City Football Club. We begin behind the bench, selected as one of the two head coaches for this year's MASL All-Star Game, the head coach of your Utica City FC, Everton Moneta. And now representing UCFC on the pitch, a forward, number 3, Gordy Gerson. A midfielder, number 10, Milton De Andrade. A goalkeeper, number 22, Andrew Coughlin. A forward, number 28, Vinny Dantas. A defender, number 30, Juan Olava. And last but not least, named as a captain of a 2025 MASL All-Star Game and leading the charge of Team Kelvin alongside Coach Everton Moneta, a forward, number 9, Kelvin Oliveira. Fans, let's hear it one more time for all of your MASL All-Star Game representatives. Fans, at this time, we now ask that you please rise if you are able and join the players, coaches, and staff in removing your caps as we honor our nation with the singing of our national anthem. Performing our anthem this evening, please welcome Sarah Jo Bushinger.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave? Oh,
Joe Bushinger, ladies and gentlemen.
Moments away from kickoff as the Utica Riggies take on the Milwaukee Wave. For the first time this season, Utica meets Milwaukee. The last time these two teams met, it was last season, all the way back on March 8th of 2024. It was a 6-3 Wave victory in Milwaukee. The last time these two teams met here in the Adirondack Bank Center, February 18th. It's been almost a full calendar year. Utica City led 3-0 at halftime, 4-1 at halftime before pulling out a close 6-5 victory. But once again, two programs and two coaches that know each other all too well. Head coach Everton Moreira for Utica City FC, the Utica Riggies today, that'll happen a lot, was line mates with head coach Giuliano Olivero over in Milwaukee for 5 years. Two head coaches that know each other and know the style of play that the other team is going to put out on the field. Utica back with Kelvin Oliveira, who returns from Italy. And this entire 2 weeks of practice has been focused on getting back to shape, getting back to form for Utica after those 3 losses to Baltimore. The starters for Milwaukee, who start 4 All-Stars, William Bonahene, Alex Sanchez, Ian Bennett, and Mario Alvarez, the 4 All-Star starters, alongside Max Ferdinand, who's coming off of a 4-game assist streak in which he has tallied 6 assists. On the other side for Utica City FC, Andrew Coughlin starts in net. He's defended by Logan Roberts and Juan Alava. In the midfield, the captain, Nate Bordeaux. And starting is Ronaldinho and Vinny Dantas up top. So the Riggies in the white jerseys with the rigatoni shapes on the bottom trim and the creamy vodka sauce on the sleeves. Milwaukee in the all-yellow for today. And we're moments away from kickoff here in the Adirondack Bank Center. Arnav Pokrel with you as we bring you the MASL, the Major Arena Soccer League on MASL TV. And right before kickoff, Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter.com. Fans get loud for the Utica Riggies, representing the food scene of Central New York. And we'll talk about it all night long. Rigatoni pasta, creamy tomato, spicy vodka sauce, and grilled chicken if you like it. That's what Riggies are, and that's what Utica's representing today and tomorrow during this two-game rebrand in a back-to-back series against the Milwaukee Wave. Today's kicking off at 7:10 p.m. Tomorrow's kickoff scheduled for 3:05 p.m. Utica City, losers of 3 straight. The Milwaukee Wave, winners of 4 straight. And we're underway in the Adirondack Bank Center. Ronaldinho, Bordeaux, and there's a speed from Ronaldinho moving forward. Mario Alvarez picks it up, and he'll go out wide. The Wave moving quickly early and a chance wide. Rebound from Ian Bennett goes flashing in front of Andrew Coughlin, and Juan Alava recovers in the corner. Coughlin has played in every single game, every single time that a goalkeeper's been out there for Utica City. It's been number 22 for Utica. Alava for the Riggies. Move forward to Ian Bennett, who earlier this season crossed the 400 goal mark in his MASL career. Alava able to shield off Bennett, and now De Andrade moves with speed. Nilton De Andrade steps forward, rolls it across, intended for Oliveira, and a miscommunication between the two. It'll go the other way. With speed, Correa, former Utica City player. His rookie season in the MASL, he was with Utica City back in 2022-23. Played in 10 games, didn't score or assist, but a tough player, very technical on the ball. And then last season moved back a little closer to his hometown of Chicago, Illinois, to play for the Milwaukee Wave. And he was a star last year for that Wave side. 22 games, 7 goals, 4 assists for Cesar Correa. Good to see him back at the Adirondack Bank Center. Shot from distance, and it's wide. Coughlin might have gotten a touch on it, and the rebound still in front. Good defending from Nelson Santana, and a chance to move the other way. Oliveira takes an early shot and immediately is caught and goes down holding his knee. Knee-to-knee contact for Kelvin Oliveira in his first game back after that trip to Italy. Oliveira started the season 4 consecutive hat tricks. An immediate concern there for Oliveira, who remains on the ground. Took an early shot and looks like just made contact with that knee. Last game for Utica City was that 4-5 loss on January 12th here in the Adirondack Bank Center. It was a close game, but a rough fourth quarter. Utica led at halftime before giving up 4 back-to-back goals for Baltimore in that third quarter, and that eventually led to that 5-4 loss. On the other side, Milwaukee's last game ended with fireworks, to say the least. A post-game brawl after the Wave and Stars played has led to a couple of suspensions. Assistant coach Tenzin Rempa is out with a 2-game suspension. He'll miss this entire series. Forward Derek Huffman garnered a post-game red card, which leads to a 2-game suspension. So he'll miss that entire series, and then Kudus Lawal will miss today due to a post-game severe unsportsmanlike. Oliveira up and limping off the field. And Utica City will want to make sure that he gets off and healthy, not just for this weekend, but also for the upcoming All-Star game and the rest of the regular season. How crucial has he been for this Utica City side? So Willie B will get us started again. Banahene, the goalkeeper, who has started every game, all 8 of them for Milwaukee, and is a player who's confident with the ball at his feet, but also is susceptible to the blue card. Gerson back to Santana. On the season, Willie B has 4 blue cards already in 8 games played. Also got one in the last matchup against Tacoma, right near the closing seconds of the game. Shouts for too many men on the field at the far side as now a challenge flag comes out. Alava and I believe it was Nelson Santana on the bench there. Both jumped onto the field and then jumped back onto the bench, and neither one of them made contact with the ball, but the ball was in the vicinity. So we'll see what the ruling is here from the referees, because very, very obvious that one player too many was on the field. We'll see if they rule that it affected the game. So an early call to action for the referee crew led by senior referee Josh Wilkins, referee Mark Kadlesek, 4th official Stephen Southwell, and assistant referee Brendan Fanning. Big decision early on. And here's another quick look at it. Happened on the far side, right in front of the Utica City bench. Players were still in that yellow bench area box, but when the ball enters that area, it's live and you can play it. So we'll see what the referees rule here. We're just about 2.5 minutes into the game. Far side monitor still being assessed by the 2 referees, and looks like we might be stuck here for a second as they get the monitor reattached to a power cord and plugged back in down on the field. We'll take this time to run through the rest of this Utica Riggies lineup. The backup goalkeeper, Babu Cisse, Gordy Gerson, Keaton Woods. 2 backup forwards for this team, Gio Alves, Kelvin Oliveira, Nilton De Andrade, Isak Somo, Jace Berger back in the lineup after missing the last Baltimore game. Junior Pinal, who's on a 5-game goal streak for Utica. And Nelson Santana, the non-starters for the Utica Riggies. On the other side, for the Milwaukee Wave, Salvador Nunez, Troy Morrison, Robert Williamson, Sean Esqueda, Brenna Oliveira, Ricardo Carvalho, Cesar Correa, Augie Ray, the backup goalkeeper, Alex Steinwasher and Javier Steinwasher, the non-starters for this Milwaukee side. Everyone's sort of stretching out as we still wait for the referees to assess the far side action. And the monitors still having issues down there on the field. And a real momentum killer here for Milwaukee, who had stepped in and made a couple of good attempts on goal in the early goings of this one. And now the referees step out. We'll head over to the benches to confer. Still having conversations with both head coaches, Juliano Olivero and Everton Morera. We'll see what the decision is here. In a game that features 11 All-Star players, the MASL All-Star Game headed right here to the Adirondack Bank Center on February 12th of 2025. You can visit the MASL social media accounts for updates, tickets, and more. The All-Star Game coming up here in just under a month to the Adirondack Bank Center. So a long delay. Milwaukee will have possession of the ball. And it looks like all 5 field players out there for Utica, so no decision there for too many men on the field. So a long delay, just 2 minutes into the game, and finally, we're back underway. MASL action on MASL TV. Bonaheny looks for the corner, headed away by Jace Berger. Well, that's a pass that Bonaheny has in his locker. Lucky enough to watch him from pregame all the way up here in the booth, and he was placing the ball on a dime every single time. Alex Sanchez works around to Tony Walls. Back to Sanchez. 12 goals and 9 assists for Alex Sanchez to kick off the 2024-25 season. And a foul on the back end. Keaton Woods push from behind. Very stop and go first 2.5 minutes, especially with that long delay after the challenge flag. Forward to Dantas. Vinny Dantas sandwiched along the boards, and Bonaheny will clear it all the way out. Back to chase it is Alava, and he'll step forward. Alava with De Andrade to his left and Ronaldinho to his right. We'll go to Ronaldinho. De Andrade forward intended for Dantas again. And now battle in the corner. Still battling. De Andrade comes away with it, commits a foul in the process. And Milwaukee will take over. Well, Alex Sanchez, you see him on your screen, number 80. 2.6 points per game. He was named as an All-Star a little bit after the rest of the All-Star rosters were announced. He's named as a replacement for Frank Tayu. But a really, really deserving player. Should have been in from the get-go because of the way he's produced. In his 3rd MASL season, he signed with the Wave in 2022 and was pretty quiet the first couple of years. But has came into form this year with his 12 goals and 9 assists in the first 8 games. Ronaldinho forward to Junior Pinal. And he gets taken down, no foul. And the Wave go the other way. 4-on-2. The Wave with numbers, but slowed down by Ronaldinho. Far side shot from Sanchez. It'll fall to Alex Steinwasser. He can't contain possession. And now Alava goes the other way. He'll chop it back and is taken down from behind. Once again, no call. Actually, there is a call. It'll be a foul. Just didn't hear the whistle from up here. But Utica City will have possession. Bordeaux, Santana. To the corner, Oliveira ran out to it. Late chance for Bordeaux, who arrived in. And good to see Kelvin Oliveira back out there, but now Bordeaux's down on the back end. Oliveira gets hurt. Now Bordeaux's down, and he's in a substantial amount of pain. So 2 early injuries for Utica City FC. This one, Bordeaux came in, got the shot off, and then as he goes down, Oliveira rolls on top of him. And Bordeaux still down, head in his hands. And Oliveira still limping as well. So 2 early injuries in the first 4.5 minutes for Utica City. Both 2 very, very important players to this Utica City side. Bordeaux able to walk off. He's grabbing the left side of his face. And he's able to make it to the bench under his own power. And once again, the stop and start of these first 5 minutes continues. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Visit MASLsoccer.com. Over to the corner, Isak Somo applies pressure. And Nunez maintains it, but not for long. Somo gets it back. Now Oliveira bursts forward. Willie B comes out to meet him. And Banahene runs into his own defender. Oh, and Correa recovers, but that's something you're going to get from Banahene. He's not afraid to come well out of his goalkeeping area and play the ball. A true sweeper keeper. Back to Oliveira in the corner. Shielding off a couple of defenders. Clipped forward, but brought down by Bennett. And he moves forward with speed. Bennett down the left flank. Off the boards and in the back of the net. 1-0 Wave. It's a Wallace scorer. And Tony Walls makes it 1-0. First goal in almost a month for Tony Walls. The last time he scored was December 15th against St. Louis. And the Wave take an early lead in this one, just 5.5 minutes in. Even though we've been kicked off and playing for 15 minutes, we've only got through 5 minutes of game time, so there's still a lot of time for the Riggies to get things going. Alava. Forward to Dantas. And another opportunity, that's Dejan Girardi, who couldn't get his footing. Woods. This is Dejan Girardi on the far side. Off the wall, intended for Dantas and saved by Banahene. Throw finds Javier Steinwasser. And Milwaukee will take it around with a 1-0 lead. Thanks to Tony Walls. Turned over, Dejan Girardi can't maintain possession. Wave go the other way, dancing past one, dancing past another. Coughlin makes the save. Max Ferdinand with a good run. But the Haitian unable to get past Mr. Stretch in net. Alava, hounded by Troy Morrison, but eventually spins away from pressure and immediately complains to the far side referee. Coughlin to the corner. Oliveira brings it down is Sandwich. Ronaldinho got a shot off, but Bonahene recovers off the wall. Ricardo Carvalho caught up in his... Alava applies the pressure. Now turning on the far side is Sanchez. Defended by Somo. Somo gets the better of Sanchez that time. Still with Milwaukee, about midway through the first quarter. And a 1-0 lead thanks to forward Tony Walls. Shot from Robert Williamson goes well wide. The rebound in front. Backheel attempt from Ian Bennett. Didn't catch it cleanly. Coughlin. Pressure in front of him. Goes diagonally. Takes up off the rim of the boards and out of play. And that will be our first media timeout. 1-0 for Milwaukee. Tony Walls, the goal scorer, will step aside. We'll be right back on MASL TV. Back after the media timeout. And it's 1-0 Wave thanks to Tony Walls' third goal of the season and a first one in just over a month. Last goal came away in St. Louis. For Walls, the Wauwatosa, Wisconsin native, who's in his 11th MASL season. He started out with the Wave back in 2013 and then signed with Milwaukee again in 2022. But in between that, he had stints with the Cedar Rapids Rampage, the Ontario Fury, as well as the St. Louis Ambush, and has also played a pretty high level of outdoor soccer with the Chattanooga Red Wolves, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, St. Louis FC, played collegiately at UW Green Bay. Tony Walls has been a staple in Wisconsin soccer for a long time. 7:08 to go in quarter number one. Utica and Milwaukee both with 2 shots on goal. But it's the one on the scoreboard, the goal from Tony Walls. That's the difference in this one so far. Arnav Pokrell with you here at the Adirondack Bank Center as the Utica Riggies take on the Milwaukee Wave. And that's a mistake I'm sure to make numerous times tonight. So used to calling this Utica side Utica City FC by force of habit. And I forget that tonight's a Riggy night. This weekend is a Riggy weekend here at the Adirondack Bank Center. Santana forward to Pinal, and it just skipped under the foot of Junior Pinal. Forward, Bordeaux's back out on the field for Utica. Clip pass intended for Correa, and Bordeaux brings it down. Flicked on by Gerson, but he goes down. Gerson maintains possession, can't get a shoulder on it, turned over the other way. Moving with speed, but Santana pushes it away. Coughlin gets a touch on it off the wall. Still loose in front, and eventually it deflects in. Gio Alves went sprawling in front of the ball, but Breno Oliveira scores for Milwaukee. Coughlin got a touch on it. Looks like Javier Steinwasser got a header that flicked it backwards into the path of Oliveira. And he just powered it home past the diving Gio Alves. 6 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in quarter number one. And right now it's 2-0 Wave. Rolled in front by Coughlin. Dantas on the swivel, off the wall. Cleared away by Milwaukee. Alava turns it over. Still with the Wave, who are riding a 4-game win streak. And the Riggies needing to respond. Instead, it's forward, and Coughlin has to play it off the corner. Alex Steinwasser was the intended target. Back to the near side in Carvalho. And Ricardo Carvalho has it poked away by Jace Berger. Dantas now. Turns back, will go all the way to the last defender in Juan Alava. Utica gets a change on. And now there's Oliveira. Dancing past one, rolls it to Banahene, who gets down and makes the save. But that's what Kelvin Oliveira can do in a moment's notice. Free up a scoring opportunity. Alava pinches it away from Carvalho. And now back to Coughlin. Goes forward. Oliveira gets a touch on it to avoid the 3-line violation. Oliveira chases it down, but Banahene maintains possession. Headed forward by De Andrade. Alava turns it around, will go back to, well, thought about going back to Coughlin. Instead, will take it forward himself. Oliveira again. Coming off of his 19-goal Kings World Cup of Nations tournament, in which he was champions with Brazil. Isak Somo. Somo to Junior Pinal on the swivel. Pinal into the corner. Look to go back out to Alves. The pass was short. Sanchez, back heel, finds Williamson. Now to the near side in Salvador Nunez. Third year with the Milwaukee Wave for Nunez, who's only played in 1 game prior to today, but with all the suspensions from last game, Milwaukee needed the bodies, and he's there. Steinwasser lays it off. Oliveira saved by Coughlin. Ronaldinho runs into 3 Wave players and is fouled as he lost possession. Somo. Pinal. Still with Pinal. On the turn, left foot, up in front, headed in. And the header went the wrong way. Pinal again, pushed away by Banahene. Isak Somo was in the right place. Just didn't expect the ball to come bouncing up towards his head. Ball roll from Gerson. Can't free up some space. Well, golden opportunity there for the Utica Riggies, but Banahene makes another save and now is fouled by Dantas. And Willie B now in some discomfort as he walks back towards his own net. Banahene, who started his career in Harrisburg in 2018, joined the Wave in 2022 and has been excellent wherever he's gone. Career save percentage just a tick under 70%. There's Mario Alvarez. Turned over. Gerson. Dantas. Right-footed strike off the post. Gerson saying that it went in. And now Milwaukee counter. Ferdinand. And Andrew Coughlin comes sliding out. Still danger. And Alvarez has it poked away. Well, the shots are there for Utica, but the Riggies cannot find the back of the net just yet. Another great opportunity. That's the first time really that the Riggies have beat Banahene in net. Williamson rifles one off the wall, and it's cleared away by Gerson. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go. There's a shot to the back post. And just wide of the outstretched foot of Ricardo Carvalho. Alava now, pinched in the corner. Coughlin gets it away. And now, all the way to the other side. Coughlin gets a left hand on it. Still has to come out and take away the space, and now De Andrade on the move. This is where Utica is at its best in transition and still moving forward, headed on. Still up in front, Oliveira, left-footed strike, finds the back of the net. Welcome back to Utica, Kelvin Oliveira. Picking up right where he left off. The Riggies now only trail by 1. What a turn from Oliveira. And as soon as Kelvin gets it on that left foot, you know the rest of the story. It's in the back of the net. Goal number 13 on the season. And in the final 70 seconds of the first quarter, Utica gets on the score sheet. And Oliveira immediately back to the center line to get the restart underway as Gio Alves commits a foul. Tony Walls wants the blue card. He won't get it. But Oliveira gets the Riggies back in to the game. Final minute of the first quarter. First quarter that's brought to you by Green Drop, a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Visit greendropcompression.com. Santana gets it away. Steinwasser pressured from behind by Oliveira, and he stumbles but maintains his footing. Javier Steinwasser over to Williamson. Out wide to Sanchez, who's moving with speed and is getting a couple players' attention from Utica City. Isak Somo and Kelvin Oliveira, the two that defend him. Now forward. And the Riggies can't stop the offense just yet in the final 3 seconds. Williamson has to shoot. Instead, will pass it. The buzzer sounds. And it's 2-1 Wave after the first quarter of play. The 2 goals first scored by Tony Walls for Milwaukee, and then Breno Oliveira for the Wave made it 2-0. In the final minute and a half of the first quarter, it was Kelvin Oliveira who tagged one back for the Utica Riggies. And now we'll take a step aside. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV. Back after halftime, after the first quarter. We're not at halftime just yet. Even though we have been 30 minutes past kickoff, it was pretty stop and start in the early moments of the first quarter. A couple of injuries and a long review for too many men on the field that was inconclusive. And then Milwaukee scored 2. The Riggies get one back from who else but Kelvin Oliveira. And that's where things are, 2-1 as we start the second frame. 5 shots on goal for the Riggies, 4 for the Milwaukee Wave. And Ferdinand stands over midfield. Well, one thing that Utica has done well today is neutralize Alex Sanchez. For Milwaukee, he hasn't seen too much of the ball, and when he has, he's been pressured by 2 defenders immediately. As Coughlin comes away with a diving header. But Sanchez is a guy you have to stop if you're the Riggies. 12 goals, 9 assists in his first 8 games of the season. Turnover, Vanahene, Pinal goes down. And Vanahene playing with fire. But a goalkeeper that is sure to provide some great moments for Milwaukee. Pinal again. Dances past one. Still looking for an outlet. Pinal, left-footed strike, he scores! It's a 6-game goal streak for Junior Pinal, and the Riggies have it tied up at 2. And talk about a solo run. A couple of times you think he's lost control of the ball, but Pinal just keeps on battling, keeps on moving forward. And from distance outside of the arc, he's able to power it home and tie things up. And the Riggies, after being down 2-0, have it level. Santana heads it down. Clipped forward. That's Dantas on it. Ronaldinho picks it back up to Gio Alves. DeAndrade Alves looks for Coughlin, finds it. Now Ronaldinho with space in the midfield. Ronaldinho looking to take speed instead. Correa shoulders him down, and Ronaldinho draws the foul. Quick restart for Ronaldinho as Alves gets it underway again. Gio Alves picks it up. So 47 seconds into the second quarter, Junior Pinal gets us started. And really no better start after going down 2-0. Coach Everton Marrera has to be pleased with the way the Riggies have kicked off quarter number 2. Alves made a run in. Instead, it's Kelvin. Oliveira dancing with it. Finds Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stumbling over it. Correa picks it up. Oliveira, called for a foul. And Riggies fans in attendance can't believe it. Cesar Correa, player who formerly of Utica City, played his rookie season here in the Adirondack Bank Center. As here is DeAndrade. Forward to Jace Berger. Off the wall, tipped in front and wide by Utica. It was Kelvin Oliveira again who got involved. And a great run forward by Jace Berger. Berger's back in the lineup after missing the last Baltimore game. Oliveira rolls it to Santana, whose toe poke is wide. Great run from the 46-year-old who got into some space. Outside of the foot shot is wide. Gerson chases it down, goes back off the wall, and it's pawed away by Willie B. Now another opportunity. And Utica just can't combine in the final third. Ball goes out of play. It'll be a corner for the Riggies. Quick restart, Oliveira. And Milwaukee was lost in transition for a second there. As Roberts is tossed to the ground, and Sanchez is called for a foul. So Utica will change, and it wasn't too physical of a first quarter. There were a couple of collisions that led to injuries, but the opening 4 minutes of this second quarter have seen a lot more battles for the ball, a lot more 50-50 opportunities, and now we're seeing the physicality of these two teams shine. Pinal on the turn with his left foot again, and what a save from Willie B. I think it hit his face. And Banahene remains down, as does Pinal. So both players worse for wear after that one, but what a save from Willie B. Shades there of a Julian Rodriguez save that he made for Utica last season when he was a player for Utica out in Tacoma. Just took a save off his face at point-blank range. And Willie B still remains down. Here's another look at what went down. Pinal, nice little fake, gets into some space, and right away just hits that left cheek of Banahene and immediately goes down. A reminder that you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. Well, William Banahene is still down. And for Milwaukee, the backup goalkeeper is Augie Ray. He's played in 5 games this season, has allowed 5 goals, but his goals against average, because he's only played in about 65 minutes of action, his goals against average is 4.57, and his save percentage on the season is 84%. He's made 25 saves, has allowed 5 goals, and he's played a fair amount. Willie B has 4 blue cards on the season, so he stepped out of the field of action a couple of times. And right now, Willie B still getting a look at it. He'll step back into the net. Trainer for Milwaukee, the Wave, is Ricardo Vidal. And Willie B steps back in. Looks like he'll be good to go. So Ricardo Vidal will make his way to the bench. Arnav Pokrel with you here as we bring you the MASL on MASL TV. It's the Utica Riggies and the Milwaukee Wave 2-2. The Wave led 2-0 late in the first quarter, but a Kelvin Oliveira goal, and then right after the restart of the second quarter, a Junior Pinal goal have us tied at 2 apiece. Banahene back in action, and a foul called on Wanalava. Well, there's a couple of quarter and halftime festivities planned. The big one, an MASL All-Star Game activity at halftime here at the Adirondack Bank Center, an obstacle course. As we're back underway with Sanchez. Works across, and Alvarez rifles a shot in the top left corner. And Mario Alvarez makes it 3-2 Wave. 3rd goal of the season. 9th point of the season for Alvarez, who hits a little dance to celebrate a 1-goal Wave lead. And that one just bounced up perfectly for the All-Star. And now the Wave lead 3-2 over the Utica Riggies. Bordeaux gets us underway again with Santana on it now. And a turnover. Javier Steinwasser has Carvalho in the middle. Can't find him. Steinwasser still with possession. He's crawling on the ground. Still loose in front. And eventually picked up by Sean Asqueta. Asqueta again, pressured by Ronaldinho. And Ronaldinho comes away with it. Can't ball roll past the defense, but advantage was played, so it'll be a foul called on the near side. Ronaldinho was held up, and it'll be a restart for Utica. Logan Roberts steps up, Nate Bordeaux alongside him. And Bordeaux looks to take this. As Juan Alava to the left will go to Roberts instead. Forward to Oliveira. Off the wall in front. And again, another opportunity for Utica that just can't find that final foot. Correa moves down the wing with speed. Alava goes shoulder to shoulder. No foul called. And now off the wall intended for Steinwasser, who goes down in the box. A couple of players down, and the shot goes over. And again, the challenge flag comes out from head coach Giuliano Olivero. So Olivero tosses the challenge flag onto the field. We'll see if we can get another video review. There was a review in the first quarter. And while we were not explained the situation of what happened, they will call off the review. Olivero will head back to the downside of the bench to talk with the refereeing crew. So to set the scene, the first quarter, there was a review for too many men on the field. Milwaukee threw the challenge flag on Utica, potentially having 6 men on the field. Andrew Coughlin almost dropped the ball into the goal off the restart, but we're back underway. But during that review, it seemed like there was a monitor that froze up, and the referees couldn't get the monitor working down on the field side, so they gave the challenge flag back to Olivero. And then he threw it again, and immediately they called off the review again. Turned over by De Andrade. Off the wall, up in front, Gio Alves still loose, and Alves somehow comes away with it, only as far as Olivero off the far post. Well, Breno Olivero, another great opportunity. He's already got one today, and Nilton De Andrade catches him and sends him to the ground. 5.5 minutes gone in quarter number 2. The latest goal scored by All-Star Mario Alvarez for the Wave. Rolled forward. Here's Tony Walls. Scored the first goal of the game. He's tracked down by Isak Somo. Now Junior Pinal has Somo to his left. We'll play it there to the corner. And Pinal gets it back for Utica. Roberts. Santana. With time, will allow for a change, and Keaton Woods steps forward. Woods looking for support. Drops it back to Pinal. Across to Alava. Alves now. Forward to Pinal again. Shrugs off a defender and gets to the corner, but it's turned over. Gio Alves is still searching for his first goal, as going the other way is Ferdinand. Held up by Alava, and Keaton Woods will let it roll back into the arms of Andrew Coughlin. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in a second quarter that has gone pretty fast compared to the first quarter. Here's Dantas. His shot blocked by Sean Azqueta. And now Steinwasser able to get it away to Carvalho. Far side corner and out of play as a whistle blows for a foul on the Riggies. And Carvalho is unhappy because Milwaukee wanted a quick restart. Utica was in the middle of a change. But Carvalho placed the ball too far forward from where the incident occurred. So the referee moves it back. And Carvalho is up in arms about it. Under 8 minutes to go. And now Ian Bennett also having a conversation with the referee. And again, the challenge flag comes out from Olivero. And now a yellow card is shown to Tony Walls. Walls will head over to the penalty box. It won't be a man advantage for Utica City. It's just Walls out of play for the next 5 minutes. First card of the season for Walls, who had 3 blue cards and 1 yellow card last year. And so it's still 5-on-5 in the field. And still Milwaukee ball on the far side. Under 8 to go in quarter number 2. Williamson. Near side to Sanchez. Back to Williamson, who has space. Sanchez again. Quiet night so far. Maintains his footing. There's a block from Dantas. And with 7:37 left to go in quarter number 2, we'll take a media timeout and step aside. You're watching the MASL, the Utica Riggies and Milwaukee Wave on MASL TV. Back after the media timeout. The Utica Riggies. I should know after that game that Michael Lear just played, saying, is it Riggies? It's the Utica Riggies this entire weekend, who trail now the Milwaukee Wave by a score of 3-2. Arnav Pokrell with you here on the MASL TV. And Milwaukee will have possession on the far side. Everton Moreira, the head coach of Utica Riggies. Giuliano Olivero, the head coach of the Milwaukee Wave, played together as line mates for 5 years. Back under